Hello, guys. So, a little bit of a mishap on my end. Um, I forgot it was Tuesday, and my event was planned for Wednesday. It should not have been, should have been planned for Tuesday, as a midweek analysis is a little useless after the high probability trading has started. So, instead of just skipping it, I decided I'd be recording this separately, so not in a live event for this one. So for all the people in the Discord, I do apologize for that, but at least you'll still be able to get the midweek analysis way before Wednesday's trading starts. Now, in our weekly outlook, we went in depth about the possible outcomes, right? And even more so, to anyone watching this, I really do recommend you go watch that video first. It will be well, basically, it's one of the recent videos on the YouTube, but it will be pinned at the end of the video if ever you want to go check. Now, I talked in depth about what I wanted to see Monday and Tuesday do and how that would affect the rest of the week for me. If we talk specifically about today, what you'll notice is we have a very large new day opening gap. So I'll just plot that on the chart. It doesn't want to show up. I love indicators. All right, let me hide that and we will plot it manually. So if we look at the close of Tuesday all the way to the open of now Wednesday, you'll see a very large net and opening range gap. Let me just mark it out like this. A very large new day opening gap, which tells you a few things, but whenever there is a large new day opening gap, I basically always do the same thing, especially when you have consolidation to the left. How do I frame it as consolidation? The range in comparison. So both days had a total range of 366 handles. That is quite a smaller side of the range for Monday and Tuesday usually. And so I will be framing a sort of raid onset consolidation or a continuation lower, or a raid on the consolidation lows, forming furthermore SMT. And with Nasdaq being the weakest asset, I would anticipate Nasdaq doing a lower low while ES remains strong, which would entice me to go long. For ES, main objectives would be order block, but more specifically, an old new day opening gap that we had, which is quite large, and you can refer it as a daily volume imbalance. I just like referring it for what it is. And more specifically, it is a new week opening gap as well, as you can see, Friday to Monday. So that will be a large objective for me. And if we look at NASDAQ, same objectives, but not necessarily a need to go all the way up there. The main objective will be the daily fair value gap above. Now, we don't need to retrace into it. Why? Very simple, because ES has already retraced into its nearest daily fair value gap. So if we keep diving higher, it's going to frame the idea of a continuation towards higher prices. Now we are within basically the last week of the month, the last full week of the month at least. So I don't expect that much movement, but I am going to be looking for a raid of the current consolidation, which ranges from Friday to Tuesday, right? So this is the range we're currently trading within. We're trading within these candles, and I want to see us expand further down than this. So with a gap like this, it's going to be a big draw for the day. I'm going to look for expansion towards or expansion away. And those are my objectives. So I'm going to look for a rate on consolidation and frame any types of trades as consolidation towards or consolidation within. Now, if we sweep the highs and form higher time frame SMT, and I'm going to be looking at 1 hour and above. So I'm going to be looking at 1 hour SMT and above to form once we raid either the high or the low of this consolidation to confirm our weekly direction. So now coming tomorrow into Wednesday, I believe it's going to form the extreme of the week. So either the high or the low on one asset and form SMT on the other, which is what I want to see, right? So SMT on the lows, I'd be looking for something like this. SMT on the highs would be looking for something. Let me just actually change the color of this one, put it red, and something like this. So having ES dive back higher, rating the highs of the consolidation. Nasdaq failing to go higher, probably within this new day opening gap would be best, but could possibly go all the way up to the daily fair value gap. So I'm gonna allow it to, and then frame shorts. So if I want to frame shorts, I want a rate of the highs on either asset to confirm an idea of going lower. If I want to frame longs, I need the same, but at the bottom of the consolidation range. And that will frame, basically, if we are talking purely weekly profiles, that will frame the specific weekly profile, which is a Wednesday reversal. So consolidation into a reversal, and the rest of the week should be on-side expansion, depending on where the next day goes, where tomorrow goes, Wednesday specifically. I do want to bring attention to the weekly open. So if you look right here, you'll see the power of 3, which I don't know why it is not showing up on my other one. Let me just, 1 week, midnight open. All right, so I have it right here. Now let's remove midnight open. All right, so I have the weekly candle for both assets. And what I want to see, if I'm going to consider lower prices, is expansion through the open for both of these. So I want to see expansion through the open for both of these. Now, if you ask me what is more probable, I am going to look more so for longs, and I'm going to consider these longs a higher time frame retracement. So I don't believe our higher objectives have been met totally yet. If not, we would have some SMT form, more specifically at this level where we could see it form, but we will have to see further down the line. So that's what I'm going to be looking for coming into tomorrow, the rest of the week. Again, sorry this is going to be live, but it does make it quicker, which means that a lot of you guys will probably get to the end of this. So if you are here at the end, thank you very much. And if you are not part of the Discord, please do consider to join the live events. Make it so that I can answer any questions you guys have with this analysis. And you can see from my previous analysis that consistency is key in rice trading. So you guys have a great week trading. Good luck. And we'll talk more for the price action reviews, which will be posted as soon as this video goes live. Thank you very much, guys. Talk soon.